Hey folks, I I'm hoping to get to work on time today. I am. Anyways, I wanted to just make an update message because I've been doing this parallel between all these synchronizations and these different shifts and just trying to catch everything up and how it pertains to our lives. And the other day, it's kind of interesting. I guess I'll name drop this person. Someone the other day said, "Wow, like you're clairvoyant. You're 9D, like Aluna Ash." And I was like, "Oh, there's like a cool car show on my left here." Anyways, there's like these kids riding on bicycles. Oh, I can't even explain it. This is gonna be bad. Anyway, hello, car in front of me. Look at all these cyclists. And this is the line that people are waiting to go into church. They're gonna be late for the anyways, I just think it's quite fascinating. What does this mean? I hope I can get to work on time. Doggone it. It's like hundreds of motorcyclists. Oh my Lord. Anyways. Hey, if I'm late for work, at least I have this documented. So I'm gonna try to figure out what this means, because a lot of this stuff in the world pertains to. There's my confirmation. All right, they are done. So what was I gonna talk about? I was gonna sum up the week and tell you guys what I have figured out. A lot of times, I really want to talk about darkness, and a lot of times when people go through hard times in their life and they're just like, why is this happening to me? I'm not this person. I've always shared a lot about my history with everything. I didn't talk too much about like the physical abuse that happened in my family and verbal abuse and bullying in high school. But a lot of those things built me to be the strong force that I am today. I just wasn't prepared for coming into my awakening experience, taking everybody's shadooby doobies. You know what I mean? Everybody who I had contact with, their timeline was in mine. There was just no escaping it until I realized that, oh, we have to like bind this stuff. We have to like refuse it. It's too late, universe. Thanks a lot. And then this week I also been getting a little frustrated with the universe. I'm just like, look, Aaron used to be a very happy person. I used to be so creative. I used to not have to worry about paying bills on time. And now I'm working 2 full-time positions, essentially, and I still have to have more work to survive. And I'm thinking, how in the dickens am I going to be able to continue to do what I'm doing with my physical body in these deep astral transitions and all this shifting? And then all of a sudden, a friend of mine crossed my path. We've been friends for a very long time, and I didn't know that he was awakened. But apparently it turns out that he is a targeted individual as well. and he was going through the same thing as me. And so we were in question about it. Like, is this because of like our past, like our history, or the people we associate with? Who, I don't know who does what behind closed doors, you know what I mean? Sometimes I do, and sometimes I just like, I'm just like, I can't judge. But then he said, my friend says this, we are to judge. And I'm like, the path to immortality is to live without a single percentage of judgment. And so we were questioning why the powers that shouldn't be are using surveillance as a weapon against, truthers and beacons of light and whatnot. Is that a possibility? But it's not everybody. Why just a certain few? Why just a certain amount, a handful? So that's what we're all in question about. Or is this an investigation of who are the 144,000 and they're trying to, reveal us all? Who knows? Or if it's an operation to where if something were to happen on a catastrophic level, those elect, the people who can help when this whole galactic thing integrates, who are going to be the fleet on here that are going to help. So that's another reality. Those are all the timelines that I know and I see prevailing in the next 6 months. Move it. You're going to make me miss the light. Move. Sorry, you guys. I have to be on time. Like, I have that job where, my session has to start right on the dot, or we get in big trouble. Anyways, what else I want to share with you guys? Oh yeah, so my friend, I guess I can share his stuff because it really just reflects a lot of you guys too. Whenever you meet me or you acquaint with me, you exchange comments with me, I always make sure that I'm in communication with everybody on my YouTube channel. Even in my Facebook group, I really try to keep as much dialogue with people as much as possible. I take on a lot of stuff. Sometimes I don't have the stamina to do it, but I still do it anyway. And I look a little worn out. But I also share that, with my immune condition that I had it for 11 years, my body attacks itself when I'm not busy. Or actually, when I am busy, it attacks itself. But when I'm not busy, I feel good. But then being not busy is a bad thing. So that's confirmation that we do live in a world of opposition. Like, everything that you understand, if you look at it backwards, that's really how it should be comprehended. I wish you guys could see this view. Maybe after my class, I'll show you guys like this view. It is gorgeous. Like, it's like at the edge of the earth, basically. Yeah, but my friend was going through a lot of stuff and very identical to what I went through in the last 6 years of my awakening experience. And we did a lot of binding stuff and cleansing and clearing. This was like actually the first time that a friend has made it through from being the blind following sheeps that I shouldn't be judging anymore. And he's into this new timeline of the new earth and whatnot. And watching me actually do what I do in person, like if you guys watch what I do in my own personal time to like heal and cleanse and purge and all that stuff, it's quite fascinating. I woke up feeling very inspired, though I was exhausted because, sorry, my brakes are squeaky. I was supposed to get them done. I just got lazy. It's so hard. Like, I have to go to the store today. And like, I'm just like, oh, do I have the stamina to go to the store and think about what I'm going to eat? And then just pick like maybe 6 items where I'm like, all right, cool. We're good for 3 days with these 6 items. Anyway, I made it to work. Um, I guess like my motivation of this message, which I'm gonna start saying in my videos, motivation to think about and consider, would be no matter what the circumstance of what you're going through, there is no action that is unseen. Every action you do is either preparation for when you have to like do it for someone else, or when you have to uh, use someone as an example of performance, but then you're doing it to yourself. Because I really felt, though I am pooped and I couldn't sleep that well because, you know, there was a lot of energies coming in whenever you're like encompassed with somebody. But I've learned how strong I am in other people's timelines, but then in my own timeline, I'm still combating the greatest entity of opposition. But that's just, I think this is all part of how it goes, how it works. So anyways, I have to go. I'll talk to you guys in the, ooh, hey son. We'll talk about that too in the book of Enoch, where it talks about the light, the other light, and it talked about the moons. And I don't think Enoch knows what a sun simulator is. Bye, everybody.